What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to SW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to ROSALÍA featuring Björk, Berghain. This was requested by Rosa. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. She said that the Spanish singer ROSALÍA is all the rage, but in fact she's stunning. And I've never heard anything by her, so I'm very excited to check her out for the first time. I've checked out Björk one time a little while ago, and that was very unique. So I'm absolutely looking forward to checking this out. If you want to be like Rosa and support me and my channel, you can also request a song on my Buy Me a Coffee page, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content. You get requests included monthly and some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is unique. Hey.
The only way to save us is through divine intervention. The only way I will be saved. Divine intervention.
You till you love me. You till you love me. You till you love me. 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 Love me. Till you love me. Till you love me.
I'm trying to process everything that's going on. It's crazy.
Love me. Love me. Love me.
Okay. Okay. Nice choreography. Wow. Holy, that was a wild ride. I've never seen anything like this or heard anything like this. This was crazy. This was so unique and very cool. I think it's safe to say that this is a very experimental sound, and I would say it's straight up like art pop with electronic, with classical influences, with like a very dark atmosphere, pretty intense, dramatic, and also hypnotic. Wow, I'm blown away. It already starts very interesting with this very classical beginning. ROSALÍA singing with this operatic voice while being supported by those big orchestral elements. Also, the whole sound of the choir adds to this tense atmosphere. Then Björk joins in, and that's also very unique. She sings with such an unpredictable phrasing, and also the whole melodic structure is unusual. And then her performance, her look, all that is such a big contrast to the rest of the performance, or to the beginning of the performance at least. It feels almost like alien or otherworldly. It's such a big break within the song, and then it suddenly switches into this techno beat that's got, I don't know, maybe an industrial sound to it. It's pretty raw and very intense, pretty hypnotic and trance-like. It's also very immersive and kind of brings this underground club setting sound to a big stage like that. Maybe that's also where the title of the song came from. Berghain being this club in Berlin, obviously. I don't know if it's music like this that's playing there. I've never been there, and I probably won't ever go there because I don't take drugs and I don't drink alcohol, and I feel like I would be a little out of place there. But maybe that's also just a stereotype. I don't know, actually. But like I said, all of this more sounds like experimental art than a traditional song, and I think that's really cool. It focuses a lot on the mood, on the atmosphere, on the shifts of the unpredictable and surprising breaks and shifts, and on an experience rather than this just being simply a song. And the whole aesthetic of the performance, the whole setting, everything fits very perfectly to this sound. I also really like that moment towards the end where they change from this seemingly chaotic dancing or just going wild into everybody in the same moment going into this choreography. I think that looked very cool. The different languages included in here were very surprising and a nice touch as well, especially kind of another contrast between this German start and then going into the Spanish language, because I think there probably isn't a bigger contrast in languages, going from this harsh, aggressive language, also in the way it's delivered, into this beautifully sounding, I don't know, romantic sounding language. And I'm allowed to say that because I am German and I feel like that's just the way it is, and I don't have anything against the German language. I think it's a pretty cool language. You can express a lot of things with it, even though it's a very complicated language. But I think you can't deny that, like, in direct comparison of just the sound, it's a big contrast between German and Spanish. And I kind of like that touch in this song. Lyrically, I think this could be about some toxic love or toxic relationship, kind of a self-destruction that goes along with that, and also the vulnerability and fragility of her when she's around her partner, that it's almost leading to her lose her identity, especially the German lines and also the outro, I guess, show a lot of desperation and almost an aggressive way of needing or being addicted to the partner or the affection of the partner, and all those lyrics also combined with the atmosphere of the song, the general sound. I think that reflects this chaos and pain and toxicity and also intensity of the relationship. And like I said, this intensity, this drama, this chaos, this, I don't know, combination of pain, desperation, but maybe also dependence. All of that is reflected in the sound very well, I think, because it also has this tense, almost claustrophobic atmosphere, which I think is very fitting. So thank you, Rosa, for this request. This was so unique. Never seen or heard anything like this, combining this classical sound, this orchestra sound, those big dark choir sections with her actually very impressive operatic delivery, with a feature by Björk that's very special, that really breaks through the atmosphere, and then also combining that and contrasting that with this trance-like, hypnotic, very immersive, very intense industrial techno energy, and the way the whole performance looks like is so cool. Like I've said a couple of times now, this is just art. This is experimental, this is special, this is unique, and that's why it's so creative, and that's why I absolutely enjoyed it. Please let me know what other songs by her I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.